It's a chance for those young people to come and do something really special in a really special place. And you don't get a lot more special than the main stage at Glyndebourne. So what we're hoping for when we bring 76 young people onto a stage like this is to give them something that hopefully they'll remember for their whole lives, and hopefully it will light a spark for some of them. They'll think that this is something that they can take away and use, whether it's them then going on to become the singers or directors or lighting designers or costume designers of tomorrow, or whether or not it just gives them a sense of what they can achieve in life if you really sort of put your mind to it.
I'm the director of GYO2, who are the older group, but also of the piece as a whole. We were asked to do something for the Britten centenary, and we wanted to create something that reflected Britten's themes, that used some of his music, but that felt appropriate and something that would excite a group of young people. So we're mixing the Friday afternoon songs for our younger group, and then the older group are doing a mixture of pieces from his opera.
Other people have lives, but we do Glyndebourne, which is far more exciting and fun. Glyndebourne's much better.
Well, I really like to perform, and I love, everywhere here is really nice, so it's really fun to come and see them.
You meet lovely new people, and it gives you something to focus on, especially if you've got a lot of things going on, so sort of time to get away and practice your singing with your friends.
I heard about Glyndebourne Youth Opera through my school, and I emailed in, and you can audition, and then once you're in, it all goes ahead and you get to be part of it. It's brilliant.
Well, it's kind of fun because you get to have a chance at doing all three things. You get to act, you get to sing, and there's a lot of movement and skill involved.
The sun always shines on people that love take that.
I first got involved with Glyndebourne in 2000. I was 13 years old, and there was a poster in my school drama room for the youth opera Zoe. There was a huge impact for me taking part in an opera at Glyndebourne. I had never heard of opera before. I mean, I had, but I didn't know what it meant and what it could be, and I certainly didn't think it was for me. I knew I loved singing, and I knew I loved acting, and it unleashed a whole new world for me, especially regarding new opera as well.
Most of my other friends will be playing probably a games console or something and sitting at home doing revision. But in here you're getting a new experience and a new life, really.
You get a lot out of it.
You get a lot out of it, and it makes sometimes when after the performance on the Glyndebourne stage, it makes you feel like you've achieved something, and it makes you feel happy that you've done it.
There's a lot of singing. It is really tiring. But it's actually loads of acting as well. You think it's just going to be singing, then you're coming on and I'm just going to do singing. But there's actually loads of acting, and it's really fun.
You can do musical theatre and stuff, and everyone goes, "Oh, opera, that's so boring. You're just singing." And that's the whole old people thing. But it's really not, which is really good, and it's really exciting, and we get to do really cool stuff. And there's sometimes we're throwing people around rooms and stuff, and it's really good.
Right up a hill, which is going to sound like this. You're going to change gear while you go up. And it's quite a high hill. It's hard work, but when they put their minds to it and work hard, they come up with something really special.
I've met a lot of new people. Obviously, I've met quite a few before. However, they're all so crazy. I love them to bits. We get on so well because your personality shines. Whereas usually outside of this, we're quite refined, but all of our madness comes out.
I know that some of the members I first met a couple of years ago in their schools, in Eastbourne, in Hastings, never been to an opera before, had no experience of opera, and they've come in through kind of feeder projects and different opportunities that Glyndebourne have offered, and this world has been opened up to them.
Right, so we're going to the stage door now for more rehearsals. Just going through the main dressing room corridors. Do you think we'll get a dressing room? I hope so. Just going to the main stage, ready to go on stage. And this is the main stage. Everyone. Wow. Ready. And then Michelle. Young Joe, old Joe, young Joe, you know, we know, I know, he know, they know, they found them Michelle.
It really breaks down the boundary, because opera is often very seen as this high art which is very elitist and not easy to get into. And I think that the kids, they come along and then they realise that actually that's not what it is at all, and it is this great music. And sure, some of it's hard, but you know, that's with all things in life, and so they really want to work at it. And from doing projects like this, hopefully they'll be inspired and encouraged to come and do more.
Their attitude at the moment is one of sheer awe. Having stepped on the stage for the first time, they kind of had their chins scraped up off the floor for a little bit. It's a big step up for some of them. Some of them have been before, but for a lot of them, this is the first big wow in their performing careers. The atmosphere on Friday will be very tense. It will be one of real excitement from the kids, I'm sure. So I think it will be a big old melting pot of emotions, and we'll see whether that can all be channeled in the right way to give a really blistering show.
I think one of the things that is valuable is the way they're able to work together in a way that they wouldn't perhaps in other disciplines, because when you work as a company on stage, you have to trust the people you work with. And hopefully it's like a little doorway into a wider world of classical music and opera, which you might not go through unless you start somewhere, basically.
It's fantastic for them to see that something go through a very open, developing process and to come up with something finished. And it's really fantastic for them to be in a company and to learn that every position in that company is really important to make the whole thing work. Oyster, oyster is my name. Oyster, oyster is my name. A lasting brute, I am the same. I can't be married on Sunday. Christian customs I have had. A widow worth £1,000. I can't be married on Sunday. Yes, I hope that the young people involved build a lifelong passion for opera, but actually they come and have fun as well and meet a group of their peers who they might not ordinarily have met, and they get a chance to be creative together, which I think is valuable, seriously valuable.
It is something out of the ordinary. It's the buzz, it's the thrill, the excitement, it's the thing that you can only get from being up there performing, and it's kind of something like this sort of takes it to a next level. And I think what we're giving them here is something that's really unique.
Still from it. It was really good, wasn't it? It was really good. Good. It was brilliant!
Really well.
Yeah. I was really scared at first, but then now, as soon as I got it, it was fine. It went really well, I thought.
Okay.
It was amazing. Hello. Nerve-wracking was brilliant.
Awesome.
Awesome. Value.